There's a little sneak peek what we're going to be doing in a sec.
Right, if you grab us that wire and bring that over here, and I can kind of work out where this bottom one needs to be cut in order to peg and link. We'll cut it off. What? So there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll do a bit higher up.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
We finally managed to buy some proper auger bits, so we can
That go in the brace.
that go in the brace, so we can actually use the brace.
Oops. They have to have a hexagonal end on the top so that they'll be gripped by the brace, whereas the drill bit we used last week was round.
It was a brad point drill bit, so we just spun round.
Learning as we go, peeps, learning as we go.
It's not easy, is it?
No. Make our muscles. Mine are clearly a bit lacking. Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, if you haven't guessed yet, guys, today we're making two different styles of pot hangers, both without cordage. Fingers crossed. We're using wire branches to create, I don't know what you would call it, like a...
It's like a pinch, isn't it?
Yeah,
Pinch
like
supports,
a
right?
two-way pinch on a log, to then create friction to stop the pot hanger from moving.
It's a bit of a take on everybody else's designs.
And then I'm going to do a very like simple with the auger, drilling a hole through this and then getting another pole that's thinner and putting it in the hole, and then you can hang your pot off that, and then you just drill multiple holes at different heights, and then you've got, you know, temperature adjustment for your pot. So if you're boiling water, you're going to want it low, or, you know, if you're slow cooking food, you put it high or whatever. So, and they're both adjustable, just one's stationary and the other rotates, and the one with the wire branches can rotate left and right and go up and down, but the other one can only go up and down.
Nearly done. Right. Okay.
We've now stripped the main pole that's going to hold your pot, and if you wanted, you could carve a couple of notches in the top, so then your bail arm on your pot could sit in a little notch, and then you could have, you know, different notches at different distances, so then you can put your pot all the way along your pole instead of, you know, just right at the tip, and that'd be it. So then you've got full range of distance from the middle of your fire pit to the outside of your fire pit, and then obviously you've got left and right, up and down, so you've got a full range of motion.
Clean that entry and exit up a little bit better.
Yeah, I'll try and find a peg.
Just a crude notch, nothing too over fancy. It doesn't have to be. It's just enough just to catch a bail arm. You want it stable so it doesn't fall or slide off. Yeah, as long as it's just like a little divot, as it were, for a bail arm, which is only wire really. So most bail arms are wire. Now, if you do have there's a certain kind of pot that's got like a flat bail arm on the top that a lot of people have. If you do have that, you just make it a square notch. Is that okay? Is that what you're using, yeah?
Yep.
Right, okay. Right. For the gap, just go easy on it. Well, you hook it on the top. That's the only issue, that coming off. I always think it, once you've got the weight on, it's based upon the weight of the pot. So once you've got something kind of hanging, will the axe hang? Cool.
Right, we've swapped the main pole out, and we've still got the same problem. We need to attach that to that to stop that from swinging out.
This, for some reason, just wants to slip down and away, and I've never experienced
So we need to attach that to there with a stick or a pole, peg through, peg through, and then that'll keep it all the same shape, and it'll work properly then.
Because it just falls off.
Yeah.
As soon as you take your pot off, any weight off, it's just all going to fall in the fire, of which you don't want happening. So we're thinking if we attach the bottom to the top, that'll then brace it enough, and we can still then slide it down on the pole, get the pinch with the weight of the pot, and the idea then works. So we'll see in a moment when we've tried that.
Okay, so my dad is just augering the hole for the cross brace. It's not gone the way we wanted, but nothing ever does. We like to show that no matter how much you plan or how much you think something's easy or simple, when you're out in the bush, nothing ever goes the way you want it to, and you come across barriers, obstacles, and you have to think around them and overcome them, and find alternative ways to get the same result or a similar result.
be creative, you know, just be clever, be smart. You know, some things you'll do will go according to plan because they're tried and tested. We're trying to break some of those barriers and try things that aren't like necessarily tried and tested. Like we're trying to do a difference on a theme. So we'll see if this works. I think it will. So.
Right, we've solved the fecking problem.
Right, yeah, let me take it off. Right. So I'll come a bit closer. I'll rotate it so you can see.
So all we've done is 3 pegs and a little cross brace. And we've used 2 wire branches.
No cordage. And just hook it on. Doesn't slip like we had before, the slippage problem. And it rotates. You can rotate your pot around and you can adjust the height. Right down close to the fire, lift it higher up away. And you can rotate your pot out of the way when you're done. Completely out of the way. Round behind you if you want, while you're messing around doing.
And then swing it back around.
Boom, slap your pot on the end, wherever the pot's gone.
Pot, where's fecking pots over there?
Bit of a small pot, mind you, but...
Yeah, we didn't bring a big pot, but...
I mean, you can go right down, go right down the bottom. Just some small pot. And you just out of the way when it's done. Back over.
It's awesome, that, guys.
I would say that's some bushcraft ingenuity, coming across problems, defeating those problems, making it work. And we've made it work without any cordage, which is exactly what we set out to do. Pot hanger, no cordage, but it's a variation on a theme, so it's the same Y branch, pressure, Y branch theme that other people have done. We've just put a brace in to combat the slip issue that we came across, and we managed to do exactly what we set out, which was adjustable that way, so you can swing it around on the horizontal, and also adjustable on the vertical, like that. So you, no cordage. That is a winner.
Chicken dinner.
Chicken dinner.
On to the next one.
Now we're going to try a scrambled O one. Check him out on YouTube.
Scrambled O.
Guy, not been on for a long time. I don't think he's uploaded much for a long time, but he did a load of videos. I love the guy. He's funny. His humour's brilliant. I love his style. I love his filmography. Is it filmography? I like his filming.
I won't correct that one.
Please correct me.
No, I won't.
No, please correct me.
No.
Bastard.
Filmography.
Filmography. Well, what the fuck is it? It's not photography, is it?
No.
You don't know what
No,
the correction is. That's why you've not corrected me, you bastard. Okay, but I love the guy. Scrambled O on YouTube. Check him out. We're going to try his version of a pot hanger, which I kind of liked. Thought it was quirky and different. So catch you back in a bit, guys, when we've tried his version.
Cinematography, by the way.
Yeah, cinematography.
Yeah.
There's some builders out here, mate. Little cluster here. Go big or go home. tell me whether you want me to spin it.
Spin it. Spin it. Spin it. Oh, squares in a point.
Yeah, that'll do.
Spin it.
Spin. I feel like a pencil. Doesn't how high you want it. You don't really want it any higher than that, do you?
No.
I'm going to say we can just lop it off.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of just gives an idea for height. So just come a little bit above it and then take it off about there.
So, we've got your vertical pole and we've drilled 6 auger holes in it at different heights along the pole, and we've flattened the face off as well. You don't really have to do that, but it's just so you can orientate your pole, I guess.
Which is always important.
Yep. And then we've got a long enough cross beam to hold your pot on, and what we've done is we've whittled down the end of the stick so it's the same width as the auger diameter, so go through the auger hole, and that is very simple and very secure. Even though it doesn't look it, it looks very, you know, spindly and flimsy, but that isn't going anywhere really.
No.
There's the pot.
Over there.
Get the pot again. It's actually got liquid in it this time.
A few boiled flies.
Yeah. And again, you can notch all along the pole if you wanted to, so you can put the bail arm in different places, and then, you know, so you know it's not going to slip or move anywhere.
Obviously that's just a cut with a bail arm, but yeah, you get the idea.
Very simple, but it works. Simple and effective. But if you want to spend more time and more effort for something that looks a bit more fancy,
you can have this one I've just broken.
You can have that one. It takes a lot more time looking for the specific sticks that you need with the Y on it,
yeah.
And to, you know, auger those holes together. But that gives you a lot more freedom to move around, you know what I mean.
You've got the height adjust.
You've got the height adjust.
So absolutely anywhere
you can spin
you
it
want,
round.
so you're not just restricted to holes that you've put in, so you can go, you know, right to the bottom if you wanted. You know what I mean? But you can spin it around to any sort of, you know, over there.
You know, and
out the way.
When you're not using it for
wherever you want,
pots or whatever, you can hang socks and
yeah.
Sweaty clothing over it near the fire,
yeah, dry,
as well.
Dry wet socks out.
so you can use it for that as well. You know, you could smoke meat on it, you could hang meat over it,
Maybe.
put a load of green stuff on the fire and smoke stuff on it. You know, you can use it for all sorts of stuff. But this one,
It's very static.
you can't really rotate it without
can't.
messing up the hole that it's in the floor, and then it will get loose over time. So I prefer that one.
Yeah,
personally.
you've got it's much more versatile.
Takes longer to make, but
Much longer to make, much more technical, but much more versatile in the vertical adjust and the horizontal adjust. Whereas that is just static, a vertical adjust like that.
you know, yeah.
You know, but
Well, yeah, there we go, guys.
two different pot hangers, two different themes, two different styles, as it were.
Tell us what you think in the comments, guys.
Again,
Tell us which one you would prefer.
yeah, using the auger.
And again, yeah, using the Scotch-eyed auger, but this time instead of using a Scotch-eyed auger, we've used
Brace and bit auger.
a brace and bit auger drill bit. It's very similar, it
It's
just
exactly
hasn't got
the
the
same bit on the
eye
end.
on it.
It's just got a different end on it with no eye. So
And the brace and bit's more efficient and easier to use than the other Scotch-eyed auger. Sorry, I've got hiccups.
the Scotch-eyed auger was knackering us up and hurting hands and wrists. This today, we've been able to do so much more with this and not get so knackered. So that for us it's saved us a lot of time, a lot of effort.
And I'd suggest a lot of people, especially in the Bushcraft group, need to get familiar with more manual tools like that, which is what our ancestors used to use, you know, and our previous generations, all those many years ago,
Forefathers.
before electricity and power.
Yeah. Manual labour with manual tools, no automation, things that are a little bit harder, take a little bit more effort, but work just as good.
Yeah, it's all about functionality.
Forces you to be a bit more creative and a bit more logic thinking. So yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. It's worked out great. So guys, don't forget to subscribe, comment in the comments box. We do communicate. Tell us what you think. Don't forget to like and share. Getting told by the cameraman. I don't understand what that means.
Hit the notification bell.
Oh yes, notify all. Yeah, click the notification bell to notify all. And we shall see you in the next one.
See you in the next one.